da Silva et Baptiste Leroy.
Hello, oh, okay, nice to meet you. Baptiste Leroy, sales representative from Creteil.
Hello.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Aleken.
That's right.
Yeah.
How are you? Welcome.
Nice to meet you. Can we sit?
Yeah, sure, please.
Thank you.
Glad you guys made it.
Yeah.
As you know, we're going through a lot of troubles at the moment. And as you've seen, there's a big crisis ongoing at the moment, and we're trying to deal with it. It's been acknowledged as a big humanitarian crisis in the region. And we're working with a lot of organizations, international funds, which are coming to help us. And it's good that you're here. We've heard a lot about your product.
Yeah.
And I will let you introduce yourself and explain a bit.
Okay.
Okay.
So our actual situation is that we can't afford to take the risk to keep these products. So we are looking for some customers to buy our products. So that's why we're here today, because your situation fits perfectly with our situation.
Okay, so you're desperate to sell your products.
No, we are
Not desperate, but
okay. Just
for
we'd like to sell it the fastest as possible. But we've got another contract with Yemen coming. So if it's not now, we can find anything that's more suitable for you. But we think
but we
this
think
is
that,
very suitable.
the
So
perfect moment is to
Yeah.
order fast.
like that, because mainly because you don't have to wait the delivery time, because it's already built and it's already in our stock. So I think it's an advantage for you in this position.
And what is your proposal technically and commercially? What are you offering?
We are offering to give you the A-clause, to sell to you the A-clause, 150, and so you don't have to wait for them to come.
Can you tell
To
me
be built.
a bit about the Eclo product? Which product, specifying which product are you giving?
The larger spectrum solution for the hospitals, because you told us that only the main hospitals is offering
Right.
clean water.
Right. So you want to set up 2 other locations in the suburbs?
Yeah.
In the suburbs, yeah.
And how many hospitals are there?
2.
2 hospitals?
Yeah.
Okay. And you wanted to build secondary hospitals too?
That's not in the proposal at the moment. We're just discussing about equipping them with clean water supply.
Okay. So you have 2 hospitals who needs clean water. And do you need to clean water in other sites like school?
Or
That's-
secondary healthcare, actually.
That's what I'm proposing. In 2 suburbs, we're proposing to open 2 new centers,
Okay.
medical healthcare centers, where we'll install these Eclos for public to come by and have access to clean water.
Okay.
So
Plus-
2 healthcares in the suburbs.
Yes, and as you
Okay.
know, we had a cyclone just recently, so
Yeah.
we had some of our health centers that were destroyed. So
Yeah.
we set up some temporary health centers and
Mhm.
installed the Eclos there, so that people can benefit from the
From
solutions.
okay.
Okay. So okay. So and only 3 hospitals with clean water will be capable to handle the situation.
Absolutely, as of now. As
Okay.
Of course, we can
Yeah.
set up temporary hospitals. That's not a problem
Yeah.
if that would actually meet the demand of the population. Because
Okay.
what is most important is that it should serve the entire country, and we have a constraint on that.
Yeah.
So do you have different needs or uses for the product, or it's just for potable water? Or
At the moment, it's potable water as well as using it for medical purposes. You would need to clean water for treating patients
Okay.
and everything. Yes.
But you don't have other needs like areas who are private from pumping solution and don't have water?
Our focus is mainly to develop these 2 centers whereby people who don't have access could
Yeah.
come and get the services. We will discover new solutions to target the areas where there is no services in the long run.
okay.
But for the moment,
We just
instantly
focus on the 2
in these 2 centers, that's our
centers.
main
Okay.
concern
Okay.
to be done. Yes.
Do you have a product that meets this need today?
Yeah,
actually, we
yeah,
studied the
perfectly.
situation, and
Okay.
we have the perfect product that fits with your needs.
Okay, you
Okay.
could very briefly tell us about that so we can look into it.
So you told us that you already know our product.
Right.
So you must know that the last spectre is
Right.
the more
Yes.
suitable for the health centers,
Right.
main and secondary.
Right.
So this is why we think that you should choose that solution for
Mhm.
you.
And what would be your proposal for the price, as you mentioned? 150
It depends
kilos?
on how much are you gonna order.
Let's start by 150.
150.
Mhm.
So the price for 150 to the large spectrum is about 430,087.
Sorry, can you repeat?
4,299.
Each for
Uh,
one
for
kilo.
each product.
Can you just give me a rough figure for the for 150?
So it will be 644,000 and 850.
All right, and this would be including all the services, installations.
It's just the product.
Just the product.
No,
Then,
so
yeah.
I would just come across to you straight up if you want to mention then the budget constraints.
We do have a serious budget constraints, and looking at your figures here, I would say we need at least a 15% discount, you know, in order to consider this transaction.
Okay, 50%.
15%.
15%, yes.
And do you have your own teams on place for the installation?
Well,
You
of
would
course,
need
you know,
turnkey. You would
Well,
need
to
a
be
turnkey.
turnkey, you would like it to be installed by your team.
By
and
our teams.
For
Right.
training to be coordinated as well. We would like you to train our staff
Yeah, okay,
to
yeah, I
implement
get
those
that.
solutions, yes.
Okay, so do you want the deliveries to be at your main port and to the closest port? And then we send to you our trainer who will train for your staff.
So, since it's a crisis situation right now, so our Ministry of Public Infrastructure has given us
Yes.
the aircrafts and transport which is available. So the transportations will be free, provided to you,
Okay.
and you can ship on XWorks and FCA basis.
Okay. Okay, so
Okay, so if you sum up, we can say that the urgent need is to equip these two health centers to turn the potable water with 150 products.
Right.
Okay, so with turnkey solutions and a budget which is limited by
Absolutely.
okay, that's it.
Right.
so how many teams on place you have to install those 150?
I think we can talk about the teams later. I think first we need to address the terms of payment. That's something we'll be. In terms
Okay.
of teams, we have qualified persons that can work with you on this. So
Okay.
let's quickly look into the calendar. You mentioned 1 week is possible. Let's also look into the payment terms, because that's very important for us.
Okay.
We have an escrow account. We can send the money via, but we need to be sure that the payment terms are equitable for us.
Yeah, so you have the money already.
Yes. We have
Absolutely,
the budget
Okay.
already equipped. But would you be able to provide that 15% discount? What would be the overall price which you're offering us?
I think that 15% is a bit high because we do have another contracts coming. But I think that we can make it to 10%.
And what would be the overall pricing?
So it will be for 580,000 and 365 for this 150 e-close. And then because the shipment is good, only the supervisor, which is 9,500 for 2 weeks. 2 weeks of training in Mauritius and installation to train your teams, and then your teams will be able to install all the vehicles that they need.
But the situation is critical at the moment, so what we need is a turnkey solution whereby you take the responsibility of installing the complete systems on time.
Yeah,
So is that something you can commit as well?
if it may comfort you, we can send 2 supervisors, so they can work with your staff, and they are very good and quick. So it will be installed in very short term.
Can you give me an approximate time it would take for installation of 150 cyclos?
Once they are on your territory, I think that but in 1 month it can be done with 2 supervisors.
Can you increase the number so that we can get it faster?
We can
Okay,
do
so,
that. So
How long do
It's a
you
quite
want
close
it to be good? To
Within
be
say
settled?
2
we
weeks.
need the product to be here within a week, and then the installation also to be completed within a week.
within a week. So
Yes.
2 weeks for the total.
Okay,
It's
so
every close put in place and up and running.
okay, so
Okay,
8
open.
supervisor, and then I think we'll be able to
Mhm.
To make
put
it in a
1
week.
week.
In 1
Mhm.
week.
Okay.
Right. But how much would that be? Would you give us the overall package?
It will be 8 times 900 and 1,500.
Well, then
euros.
again,
So-
it's going above our budget then.
76,000. What is your budget?
So our budget is overall 590,000, 590,000.
590,000.
Right.
Hmm. So,
We can go back on our proposal. On the
yeah, maybe.
So if you take 8 supervisors to be really quick on the installation, we can make an effort for our part within 15%, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. And for the payment, how do you like to continue? Like
Let us know the price right now
the final price.
after the discount. I
Okay,
would like to.
so
We'd like you to be very aware as well that
So you
if you-
cannot go further.
you can exceed our budget, and if you do exceed our budget, we have to reduce the quantity we order for.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
okay, so I will work on it. So,
Meanwhile, he's working on the numbers. Could you tell me that what kind of payment terms are you proposing?
It depends on your needs. Knowing that the solution must be as fast as possible.
Right.
So if you have the money,
Mhm.
we can take the total today, if you want.
What do you mean? The payment terms?
Yeah.
So generally, how we work is having the initial down payment to be around 20%, and then the
20%?
rest payment would be once have
The
been shipped
shipment.
and installed.
We can do that if you want.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's not a problem. So the 30% will be payable by SWIFT.
We said 20%.
20%.
Yes.
You can't go further than 20%.
No,
Because-
because we are a government agency. We have our procurement policy, and we have to stick to that. 20% on order and 80% on delivery.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
I think we can.
I think
yeah.
it's possible. Yeah.
Yeah. But we will need a proof that you will be able to pay it at the delivery.
What kind of proof would that be?
From the bank, just to assure us that you have the funds.
A letter of credit? Or
Yeah, by
It'll
letter
be-
of
it'll be
credit.
great.
Yeah.
We can engage payment 3% letter of credit. We can work on those nitty-gritties of
And
that.
credit documents.
If the overall payment terms have been agreed upon,
Okay.
and of course the first price consideration is the budget which we are, which is our constraint. So
Okay.
if you're offering the product within the budget, then we can talk further.
Okay.
So we can finish the project to a discount up to 15%,
Okay.
but not more. And to be in your budget, you will need to reduce the number of supervisors by to 5.
Mm-hmm.
So they will be able to make it a week and a half,
Okay.
maximum of 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's good for you?
I think that's what do you think, John?
I think that's fair enough if you accept our payment terms.
Yeah, and we are going down to 15% of discount.
I think the minister should be okay with it.
Just, I think we'll propose that.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so
So
I
it
mean,
seems,
we can proceed on this basis. Yes.
Okay, we can go on. So So 150 to 5 supervisors, and for the payment, so 20% account and 80% at shipment. Is that okay?
On the receipt of the
On the
EQs.
yeah. Is that okay?
And 2 weeks, the calendar will be 2 weeks for
Okay.
the project.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, sure. Concerning the documentary costs, are you assuming that?
No, the
for-
documentary charge, all the charges would be borne by you, as I said. Like
Okay.
we're going to give
Okay.
you an overall estimated.
So we can provide you the 3% of the total amount for the documentary credit.
No, because we want the project to be lump sum. So it means
Okay.
you bear all the cost, and we have a lump sum amount that we pay to you.
Okay.
So if you have to bear the documentary cost, it means that it will be at your own charge, at your expense.
Okay. So we can. Okay.
So that means you would also take 3% of the amount
Mhm.
as your charge.
Okay.
Are you
yeah,
okay
yeah,
with
it's
that?
okay. Yeah.
Okay, you have to put that as well in the contract.
On the
so we
contract.
can-
So it's just to be sure.
Okay, so how do we proceed with this? When do we expect an email? When do we expect the new contract sent to us? And because we need to be as fast as possible after this meeting. Do we expect an email today, or do we expect it tomorrow?
We can talk about this project to our supervisors, and we have to sign it fast because there are other business developers with the same target. So if we can make a deal today, I think the most quickly possible.
Okay. Do you mean if I contact your colleagues,
Yeah.
I'll get a cheaper price because you're struggling to sell it? Is it a competition within the company, or what is it?
No, they're just another country. Our business developer is on another country with the same situation that
Okay.
you.
Would you
but
also send me his name, his details, so maybe we can
we can send you.
compare the
Okay,
price?
we can send you that after, if you want.
So here's the proposal. So once the down payment of 13% is done, I think we are all settled.
Right. Okay. Right. That looks good to me.
That's fine.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So we'd send that to the minister's office,
Yes.
and then we'd act on it as
Okay.
soon as possible.
Yes.
Okay, thank
Do you
you.
have any questions? It's clear.
I think that's good so far. If you can meet the requirements on time and
Okay,
accept all the conditions of the contract, I think we're good.
perfect.
It'll
So
be a very
Okay.
interesting project.
Then
for us.
I let you my card, so if you have any question, don't
Okay.
hesitate
Thank you.
anytime,
thank you much.
Thank you so much.
and to organize all the shipment and everything.
Right.
The other.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.